Hello, welcome back. Now, if you've mastered the riff in video number 2, well done for you, big pat on the back. We're now on to video number 3. Now, don't move through these videos too quickly because you're eager to move through them. Make sure you master all the things we've been discussed before we move on to the next video, okay? What we're going to do now is this tried and tested warm-up, and we call it the spider warm-up. You'll see why in a second. It's just to get all your fingers moving, okay? Now in the previous video we looked at the simple riff we did, which was the Seven Nation Army riff. We did it all with one finger, okay? Now to play the guitar you need to use all 4 fingers that you got on your left hand. So this warm-up is really good for that, and as you get through this and you get used to it, you can start timing yourself and how quickly you can play this through. Now just for today we're going to use down picking with the right hand. We're just going to do it with down picking. As you progress forward and you want to build the speed up and you get to the point where you can't go any faster with down picking, you then want to move on to something called alternate picking, and that's for another day really. But basically the concept of that is instead of just going down, you do down, up, down, up, down, up, making it more efficient and faster. So here's the warm up. I'll do it as quick as I can for you and then I'll explain it. I'm going to do that again because I did it with alternate picking out of habit. I'm going to do it all down pick for you. Okay, so that's your warm-up. We call that the spider. You may have guessed it looks a little bit like a spider crawling across the fretboard. That's why we give it that name. Now, you've mastered hopefully you've mastered in the previous video, you've mastered getting the clear note now, okay? So we're not getting any buzzy notes anymore, we're getting nice clear notes. Now what you need to do is follow that same principle for all the other fingers, okay? Now this is the bit where things become stretchy, because we're down at the low part of the guitar here, which is the widest point of the guitar, okay? So doing it down 1, 2, 3, 4 down here is actually quite difficult. If we did this exercise up on 12, you'd find it a hell of a lot easier because it's all closer together at that end, okay? But this is meant to be a challenge, so we're going to do it down on fret number 1. So what you're going to do is you do finger 1, fret number 1 on the low E string there, and keep that right close to the fret wire, okay? That's our first note, okay? If you've done that, well done. On to the second note, second finger, second fret, close to the fret wire, okay? Not back here, because we get that buzz start to creep in. We do it right next to the fret wire there. Next one along, third finger, third fret of the low E string again. There we go. And then this is the hard one, the little finger. To get this one to cooperate, you're probably going to struggle a little bit. You want to reach this one right out to the fret wire there. That's our first string done. Okay, so we got... Alright, and as I said earlier with the right hand, if you think about what to do with the right hand, it's simply all down picking, okay? No down up, we're not worrying about that for the moment, we're just doing all down picking to get used to that, so we're not thinking too much about the right hand, we're thinking about the technique of the left hand. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then simply we do the same thing all the way down, so same on the A, same on the D, same on the G, same on the B, and then same on the E, on the high E string. Now when you get to the top there, okay, and if you got to the top, well done. If not, stop the video, have a practice of it, then come back when you're ready. Once you get to the top, and we call that ascending, the notes are going up and it's ascending, which basically just means it's going up, the pitch is going up. When we get to the top, we want to do descending, which means coming back down. So what you're getting used to doing is being able to play from finger 1 to finger 4, which is ascending, and then to be able to go from finger 4 to finger 1, which is descending. Okay? Now this one starts on fret number 4 this time, so instead of starting on 1, we're starting on 4 on the high E string, and then we do the exact same thing again, down pick with the right hand. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc, etc. Okay, now don't go for speed initially, okay? I'm still doing that quite quickly actually, but just generally keep it nice and slow, you're aiming for good technique, clear notes. I don't want this. Okay, so if you're doing that, you're going too fast. You need to do this really, really slowly. And it's great for you, as I said, for your left hand strength, building up the independence between the fingers and getting them moving. And also, as I said, just getting clear notes is so important to begin with. To sound good, you need to be able to get clear notes on the guitar. Okay, so that's video number 3. I hope you're enjoying this, guys, so far. Next video is video number 4. I look forward to seeing you in the lesson.